Hey friends, welcome to Eyezz. I'm Jarrett New, and today I'm going to show you how to build a record wall for dirt cheap. When you're finished, this wall will be a great way to display your records. Also, this design allows us to interact with our records by taking them out, playing them, and switching them around. That way, as you buy new records, you can easily display them within seconds on the wall. Basically, this design gives you complete creative control over your records, and it looks pretty cool. The first thing you're going to need to do is go to your local Home Depot or any hardware store and pick up some screw hooks. These L-shaped screws are about 2 inches long and are perfect for holding your LPs to the wall. Each record will need 4 screws, so if you want to do a square type pattern on the wall like I have, with 9 records total, then you're going to need 36 screws. These screw hooks are pretty cheap. Okay, now let's build our record wall. First, we need to look at the overall design and measure everything. I suggest starting with the bottom center record right here, and then building the entire wall around that. With a normal pencil, you can make small marks on the wall corresponding to where the screw hooks are going to go. Here's the simple layout, and feel free to pause this video at any time if I'm moving too fast for you. First, we have our standard 12-inch LP record. This is a great album, by the way. Now, the bottom screws should go here. These 2 screws will support the weight of the record. The distance between them will be 10 inches. Next, we have the top screws, which will be placed here, about halfway up the record jacket. These screws will prevent the record from tipping forward and falling off the wall. The distance between them will be 12.5 inches. And the distance between the bottom screws and the top screws is 6.5 inches. Now, this is essentially the main single album design. Now, when you place the other records around this one, be sure to give it a 1-inch gap on all sides, to the left, to the right, and above it. If you make sure all your 9 records have this little 1-inch border around them, your final design will look really sharp. Now, you may be wondering, how do I get the screws in the wall? Well, first you have to make a small hole in the drywall. You can use a nail to get the hole started, or you can use another tool. I actually used this tool. I don't even know what this is called, but I used this and a hammer to kind of get the hole started. Once the hole is made, then you can use your hand to manually twist the screw, just like that, into the wall. Now make sure the screws stay as straight as possible. You don't want them dipping too low or too high or just like that. You want them to be as straight as possible, and that might take a few tries. When you're finished screwing them in, both the bottom screws and the top screws should stick out 1 inch from the wall. The bottom screws should be angled upwards, just like this, in order to support the weight of the record jacket, and the top screws should be angled sideways like this in order to catch the record jacket if it tries to tip forward and fall off the wall. Now, when you're done, the entire assembly should look something like this. Now, like I mentioned, the coolest part of this design, in addition to how awesome it looks, is the fact that you can easily take your records out and play them. All you need to do is grab the jacket from the top, angle it towards you, and pick it up. It's that simple. Good luck to all of you setting up your record walls, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like it, you should join the Eyezz community, give this video a thumbs up, and hit subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with a lot of great videos every Thursday and Saturday that you're not going to want to miss. Also, be sure to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. All the links are in the description below, and most importantly, keep spinning that vinyl.